Mellow. It's gonna win it this year.
Solid choices. And yeah, my audio might be terrible to be honest, because when I can't talk with these on in Zoom classes because everyone says it hurts their ears. But yeah, sorry about those technical difficulties. Honestly, I have no clue what happened there, but hey, thanks for sticking around, guys. So I
So
don't know.
let me get we just kind of went through and everyone commented their album, but what is your? Do you want to go top three or just top album of the year and go in depth on it?
So I'm just gonna go with one album this year because it's not been a good year for music. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. There hasn't really been an album that I've just really like just listened to. Usually every year there's always these albums that just come out and then I'll just listen to it for like a month straight and that's all I listen to. But this year it really felt like there was no really solid albums besides My Turn by the young little baby. And I just really think that that's the most solid album, especially with the deluxe. He came out with the normal album and then the deluxe album, and both of them were really solid projects.
Yeah, I really like that album too. I think that's I think honestly, I think it was probably the best. But I also like 21's album. I don't think it was bad, but I do think My Turn was probably the best rap album this year.
Yeah, and just what Jack's saying right now in the comments is he says it's been more singles rather than good albums this year, and I 100% agree with that. And I think that that's the way that music's going now. I think that music is not gonna because the same way with it like how baseball's going out. Like I think attention spans of people are going down and they don't have time to listen to a whole album. So what? They just want to listen to one song. And I think that's kind of the way music's going and that's really sad for me, but I think that's just how it is.
I think another thing that plays into just releasing a single is if they just release one single instead of placing them all in an album, if they release singles at a time, they'll get first of all, if it's a banger song, you're gonna get as many streams on that single as you would for the entire album if it's gonna make top charts. So why not just release songs periodically and like J. Cole has started to do that. He really hasn't released full albums lately. It's just been singles. So he's just trying to get more streams and more. I mean, that's the only way you're going to make money nowadays is streams.
Yeah, and it's tough because that's like the longevity of that is just not there.
No.
Because see, because classic albums, I think that's going, and really I think we just need Kendrick to drop an album.
And
I think
Greg Weasley actually kind of, yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, first of all, Eli said Savage Mode 2, 21's album was the album of the year. What do you think about that comparison to My Turn? How would you compare My Turn to Savage Mode? In what ways is it better? What ways is it worse?
so yeah, I'm not gonna come on here and pretend like I listened to both albums the same because I think I gave 21 Savage album like one, maybe half a listen. I don't even think I listened to all the songs, and I didn't really give it a full shot. I'm not gonna lie, but with My Turn, like that's been in my rotation ever since it came out. So I'm very biased towards that.
Maybe some selection bias a little bit.
Some selection bias. There we go.
All right.
But really, Eli, you think that that's better than I Am Greater Than I Was, his other album? My God, it's kind of hard to ask questions on this.
I know that's the bad part.
It's kind of
easier
awkward.
having like when you have a guest on here, you can just fire them away and they keep answering.
It's kind of awkward because I'll ask a question. But yeah, Greg. First of all, it's a great name, man, Greg Weasley. But I actually really liked After Hours by The Weekend, and I know that Complex actually put that as their number one album of the year. I saw. But before that, it really didn't have much recognition. But Chris, I think you put me on that album, to be honest.
Yeah, so that's my number one album of the year is After Hours by The Weekend, and obviously everyone just knows Blinding Lights, obviously, but there's a lot more. The Weekend in itself is such a weird. He goes from genre to genre. He can sing rap, he can sing R&B, he can sing sad music, he can sing pop. And this album's more of an R&B rap album, and it had the one pop hit in Blinding Lights, but his voice is just like he can do so many things with his voice, and I feel like he can stretch it out. He can go low. He can make a hit single. Like I think he's one of the most versatile artists we have today. So I think he made a really good album. You have Heartless, Blinding Lights, After Hours, Till I Bleed Out. There's a lot of really good songs in that album. So I gotta have to put that as my number one.
For sure, man. I was hanging out with some buddies a couple nights ago, and we were watching a weekend old music video, "Lowlights," with Future.
Or Low Life, yeah, that song's
And
really
dude,
good.
remember that man's hair?
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It wasn't that like the half pigtail and the dreads on the other side or whatever.
No, no, no. When he had the skateboard on his head.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I do remember that.
And I was laughing so, dude, because like,
You know
how
what
do
I
you
just
sleep?
realized? Hold on. He does a new hairstyle for every album.
Really?
Yeah, like every single album that comes out, he changes his hair. Cause like the Hills album, he had the half dreads, he had the ponytail. The Starboy album, he just had like a shave, and then the Low Life, he had the skateboard cut. And now this one, he has like a fro again.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what most artists do though. Like Kendrick, when he goes into album mode, he doesn't shave, he doesn't get a haircut, he just grows it out and looks homeless. Same with J. Cole.
Like Jimmy
Like,
Butler.
yeah, I saw a quote that said like the more homeless a rapper looks, the better the album's gonna be. And it just had a picture of like, J. Cole just like looking goofy. But
Yep.
yeah, but with the weekend with that hair, I don't know how he slept. Like, what if he fell asleep in class and woke up like and it's just like
It was like
like
the
does it
Amon Shumpert hair.
or like oh gosh, what is that dude's
I think
name?
Nerlens Noel had his hair or
No,
something
no, no,
too.
no, not Noel. What was that guy on the Spurs? Lonnie Walker.
Oh, Lonnie Walker. Yep.
Wait, let me pull up this picture for you guys.
But yeah, Eli, definitely agree. We need Kenny. It's time for you to drop a new album. We need a Kendrick album immediately. It's been a little bit too long.
I don't, dude. I don't think he's gonna. I don't know. It's tough. I
It's the
don't know
same
when.
thing with it's a Chance the Rapper. He gave us a BS album. Like I say, his last album was Coloring Book because like the last album he gave us was pathetic. I thought. I don't know about you.
Like what?
Yeah, man, he can't wear a hat.
No, but yeah. Speaking of Chance the Rapper, man, that was the worst. One of the worst albums I've ever heard.
100% one of the worst one of just terrible, man.
What's that one song? What's the one song that people liked with the baby?
Oh,
Hot Shower. That is the
Hot
worst.
Shower.
That is the worst song I've ever heard.
Yeah, dude, it was just I hate to say it, but like he got married and then he talked about his wife too much in his music and it just became bad. Like
That wasn't it though. It
no,
wasn't
like
even the
that,
same
like
dance.
no, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't the same Chance the Rapper we had before. Like Coloring Book was a masterpiece, I thought.
See, for me, I think Coloring Book. I'd
Acid
put
Rap
Acid
was
Rap.
Acid Rap was better, but I'm just like those two albums are great. Like those are some of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough though because like he's completely turned into like a new man and he's like helping out. Like he's like a huge. He's what I saw. Think he's like the most influential person in Chicago.
It
So
very
like,
well could be.
so he's like doing all this stuff that's great, but his music's kind of going downhill. And like, I guess that's just kind of like the way his music was made. Like he was on drugs during like most of Acid Rap and like, so like from that perspective, that's why his music was so good. But then when
Yeah,
he turned his life around, then his music kind of went downhill.
I guess trade-offs.
Trade-off. So what would you rather have? I mean, as a selfish fan, I would rather have better music, but I think overall for Chance, I think it's I mean,
Yeah,
and you know
he
what?
does a lot. Yeah,
And especially with his like Justin Bieber collabs now, like I think he's just going off into a different realm here.
I 100% agree.
And I don't know if I like it, but hey, you know what? Can't really complain.
Gotta let him do what he wants to do, I guess.
Seriously, but we went to a Chance the Rapper concert.
Yeah, that
How
was
many
awesome.
that was right before we got the boat.
Yeah, that was right before he did get the vote. That was a while ago.
That was a long time ago. That was hype though. He was a pretty good performer. We were way up.
Yeah, dude, we were skybox.
We weren't even in the same room as he was. What was that laugh?
I don't know.
The weirdest laugh I've ever heard.
It is a different experience though, experiencing a concert from the seats than in the mosh. Like when you're in the mosh, it's more so like you're part of the concert, but when you're in the seats, it's like you're enjoying the concert.
Oh, for sure. I think the mosh pit is kind of like I'd say it's almost part of the act. It's part of this. It's part of the concert, like you just said, and then you're just observing all that when you're in the seats. I would much rather be in the mosh pit if I'm
Same
gonna
here,
be
yeah.
honest. But I mean, I don't know about anymore. I don't think that's gonna be a thing for a while.
No man, world might change for a while.
Which is just terrible. Which is terrible, man. I never really got to go to many concerts before. And I
Yeah,
feel like we're at the age right now, like this is the concert going age is what we're at. And we just kind of missing out on all that. I said I said I would pay $300 for a Travis Scott concert ticket right now.
or like even like Lala right now would be like I'd 100% pay a Lala ticket just to go to another concert for sure.
Oh, for
Like
sure, man.
how's that gonna work? Like how are they gonna do that this coming spring? Or is
They
it
won't.
summer usually? You don't think so?
No, they won't do it. Or I mean, I don't know. I think things might be better by then, but I just don't see them doing a huge ass music festival.
Because I keep hearing different things about a Christmas vaccine, and then I hear like I see. I don't know. I don't know because that's going to be the only way things are going to go back to normal.
I mean, yeah, man. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say in regards to that. But have you ever been to a music festival?
No, no, I haven't. No.
Why'd you have to think about that? You don't remember?
Like I've been to like smaller ones, but not an actual like music festival with big name artists. No.
See, so I actually have. I went to Soundset.
Yep.
I think 2018, summer 2018, and we, without knowing it, dude, we saw some huge names. Like, so we got there pretty early, me and my buddy Skylar, and like we wanted to get there for the JID concert,
Hmm.
and this was before his like XXL freestyle, so this was before he was even like he was a no name. Like, and Skylar was on this guy from he. I don't even think he was signed to Dreamville. But Skylar was a huge fan. He's like, this is the next guy up. So we got there like 2 o'clock and we went and saw JID. We were about, there was maybe like 400 people there.
Hmm.
And then on the stage right over there is this white guy with curly hair comes on. And I'm like, who is this guy? And I didn't even know until this summer that it was Jack Harlow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's in because his music just kind of started popping off over the summer.
Yeah. So I saw Jack Harlow way back.
Jeez,
And
yeah, that's crazy. Because now you think of like you think of like the what's that huge song he has with the
what's
remix
popping?
that What's
What's
Poppin'?
popping? Tyler, he's got
He just
Tyler
made a
Hero.
Tyler Hero one. Yeah, I listened to that the other day.
I don't. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of him as a rapper, but
No.
it's kind of cool to say that I saw him, even though I didn't even know. But who else did I see? I saw Tyler the Creator was there, A Boogie, and then Migos. This was right in the Migos prime, so like,
Yeah, so that's a big name at that time.
yeah, that was a huge name. And then I think Logic was the last person, but we left early
Um,
because we didn't want to see Logic.
yeah, Logic would. Yeah, Logic's okay.
But like the year before that, they had Travis Scott closing, and the year before that, they had Uzi closing.
Dang, you guys kind of got screwed with
We
the.
got we got snubbed with Logic, man. But yeah,
That's
dude.
awesome
So
though.
yeah, and I don't know. I hope that it can go back to that, just so we can take advantage of that. And I feel like it'll be just. I feel like everyone once they get to go to an actual concert will be just so much more excited for it,
Yeah, I agree.
and the energy is just going to be crazy.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, yeah, I think we hit most of our topics today. Just wanted to, you know, we haven't had. Well, how long has it been since the last podcast?
I don't know, man. I was